Hey, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did not expect the internet to die at one point. That was a jump scare. Like, wow, internet-kun, thanks for breaking. And then OBS trolled a tiny bit, so it's like, everything wants to just mess around. But you know, it's okay, it's fine. That's just how it'd be today. It'd be a jump scare kind of day. Too funny. First grandma jump scared by coming over for her birthday. Then the internet went out, and now this. Yeah. So, okay, it's gonna be good though. That means I'm gonna have all the epic summoning luck. And my apple pie's still work in progress. She'll get her modules later, in time. I'll just have to lock in, but for now, Operation 1512. Bear witness the death of the gods. An instant later, the constituent matter will still exist, but the intrinsic nature of truth shall die, drowned in the madness of darkness. All the civilizations have vanished, and the ripples they leave behind continue to fall, crushing, burying, and destroying everything. Well, that's gonna be fun. No fear, no pain. Okay. Map. 3 entrances, 2 exits? That's easy enough to defend. Okay, team, you got this. And if you don't, I'm sorry. We pursue and interpret the past and future of our civilization, as the monk seeks the revelation from his god. Humans enjoy talking about the possible futures for the civilization, do they not? At first, we flaunted what little vestige of truth we managed to grasp, and attempted to converse with the gods. We were answered with silence. Then we began to observe the fates of our own kind. Some were less advanced than us, some slightly more so. In the end, what we learned was that death was the inevitable end of all the creations of nature. And so humanity inferred that this was a revelation the gods never spoke. In an instant, we thought we had grasped the truth of the universe. We carefully monopolized the revelation gained through sacrifice, and preached the inevitability of doom with so-called optimism. Death is the end. Death is the inevitable end of all the creations of nature. All we can do is leave behind the truth before our doom. You've lived in that ship for some time and come to know some adorable life forms. Do you agree with this assessment? You don't agree with the presents? I respect them. They were great people, but most of them were simply fools slightly smarter than others. Why are you asking me this? And why have you brought me here? We were in that corridor just a moment ago. Here or there, it makes no difference. You have too many questions that this place can answer. What is this place? The graveyard of a civilization's memory. Towering statues made of unknown materials stand upon the vast expanse. Ripples spread outwards in every direction, up towards the sky beyond the dark clouds, and down towards the gray-white ground. Out in the vastness of the universe, civilization was born, like a drop of water falling into the ocean, leaving ripples in its wake. They cross paths, love, hate, and eventually die. The ripples of dead civilizations are forever etched upon this tombstone, even after the bright stars of the forebearers, who inspired so many that came after them, are long gone. They still leave behind an incomparable impact on the universe. It is the ripples they left behind that form this land upon which we stand. Their legacy fosters new civilizations, which in turn leave their own traces upon the universe. But it seems broken, like a tree trunk snapped in half. Hey, hello. Ooh, YouTube updated the UI? Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, man. Wait, what? Overlays? And oh, the Discord thing's on purpose. But it seems broken? Like a tree trunk snapped in half. You're not the first to describe it that way. Once, someone very important to me said the same. An absolute, ultimate presence tirelessly reaps the branches that sprout up from this poor trunk. Yet we know nothing about it. What you show me is like a miracle. You saved me. Disintegration. God? God? I'm just a humble linguist attempting to explain the universe. My name is Priestess. And strictly speaking, I did not save you. Your death has already occurred. I did not intervene in the process of matter being converted to information. But material destruction is not true death. Information is not so easily erased, and the information was stored in originium. But I can't think. I thought I was living when I was on the ship. All this vivid... A stream of data repeated over and over. I intentionally left behind fragments of history in order to observe our past lives. So this is like a dream? Dream is vague and subjective. Do not allow language to lead you to meaningless self-doubt before you have touched its fundamental nature. You may understand that this as a snapshot from the past that I have recorded in the form of information. Hey, hello, hello. But it's nothing more than a still frame, and there is no future for it. Then why am I here? I saw you at the instant of your death. Someone disturbed me. It was a coincidence, a whim of probability. Though, I'm not special. Oh? But you are here, You and those like you are very special. Originium has shaped you into what you are. You've interacted with Originium in wondrous ways. Your history and your civilization all exist because of Originium. But Originium has also brought so much pain. Yes, it was a mistake. Your existence was not part of the plan. What? Do you mean that the people on Terra shouldn't exist? No, misunderstand. Your civilization was born of probability. Just like you, standing here right now. It exists in time on an objective basis. Born of probability and lost to probability. It is the most basic rule of the universe. The goddess needs time to digest it all. Virginium brought destruction to her, but also consolation and infinite knowledge in this frozen time. She feels lonely, but no pain. If there was one thing right now that could cause pain, it would be Terra, my home. It was not blessed by God. She turns around to look behind her. The land stretches as far as the eye can see, rippling like mountains extending infinitely. She cannot see the end nor any trace of Terra, but she knows that the land is just within reach. If she only stretched out her hand. Terra, is it doomed? The god looks up at the megastructure and does not answer. Father Bishop, does that future you're always talking about really exist? Now back to our Rhodes Island. Doctor, be careful! Originium activity in this area exceeds Dr. Kelsey's estimations. Originium crystals are growing at a breakneck pace. Plus, those strange enemies that keep appearing. Your attention is drawn to the Originium in front of you. Every shard, every facet, reflects the same scene in your eyes. I see. Her silhouette appears on every facet. There's someone next to her? It's like, what? Priestess made a friend? Stairs. I'm curious about you, Hierda. From here, I can observe everything of your world. You're the second being from the civilization to interact with me. Do you still love your so-called Great Land? I think so, yes. Even if the pain that it brings you is real and Inexorable? Yes. Is this what concerns you? I'm not sure what you mean. Only praise for life and the indomitable will that does not overcome you. You came to me in search of an answer regarding the future. We stand now before the answer. One that cannot be described by language. What is it? Remember that absolute, ultimate presence I mentioned? It was once thought to be light from a distant star. The goddess looks up almost instinctively. Dark clouds cover the sky, blanketing the plain in darkness. Then a faint light breaks through the crack in the clouds. Looking upon the light, masses of people cheer and exclaim. The goddess feels as though she were among those masses. I'm witnessing history. Then the ray of light bursts into a rainbow spectrum, so the universe were painting upon a black canvas. In their last moments, the pious souls continue to pray to the mysterious blessing of the universe. Ooh. You find it quite ironic? Here it is very religious, and the god she encountered is named Priestess. Well... Wait, yeah, Hirda might be the first there. The people of reason, the scientists, they boarded their flying machines and flew into the light, hoping to touch the truth up close. There's no movement? Why isn't anything happening, now that they've gone into the light? The idealists, the conservatives, denounced the enemy for invading the space that belonged to them from their first moment of sentience. They brashly directed their most dangerous weapons towards the prismatic sky. The gentle light accepted all, neither exploding nor fighting back. The light followed its determined path, ignoring the agitated souls beneath. Though chaos and death had already begun to spread amongst them. What's happening? Do you want to go into the light? The goddess feels her vision climb upwards, over the agitated crowd, over the burning mountains, over the dark clouds. She can almost reach out and touch the rainbow light. Weapons powerful enough to destroy an entire planet fly past her into the light without a sound. Tips that can sail the stars fall powerlessly to the ground. They resisted. They prayed. They tried to sway the cold light with all things bright and beautiful that they created over millennia. But the light was unwavering, cold like deep space. The light passed over the planet and left. All was silent. The goddess finds herself gazing into deep space at the broken remains of the celestial body. It was like the sight that the presence was gazing at, that she was curious about when she gazed upon the presence. It's all gone. Why? From whence did the doom come? Why did it come? Did it leave? Where did it go? What happened to all the lives? Then she sees it. Only broken remains are left upon the ruined surface of the planet, where the light of the star once again shines upon it. The planetary fragments break through the bonds of gravity and scatter into infinite space. It was once a flourishing civilization that marked those fragments. No one could ever be prepared for it. Even the wisest, most knowledgeable sages of the civilization had hoped for some premonition, the morning before the coming of the doom. Unfortunately, the goddess witnessed the death of the gods, the powerlessness of the gods. For a moment, she even forgot how to fear. Is this the history that you experienced? No, simply one of countless fragments that we captured. This single glimpse could hardly compare to what I experienced myself. The answer that you seek is not yet complete. Listen to the sounds that emerge from the ruins. The rocks that come from deep space. Comets. Sometimes they are the bringers of the seed of life, other times, they do little more than fill the silence of a dead planet. Where do they come from? Anywhere. Perhaps even another destroyed planet. the marks of a lost civilization still etched upon it. The gravity of the dead planet begins to draw in guests from deep space, and it begins to be made whole again. Those ships floating in deep space, explorers, seekers, colonizers, perhaps even plunderers, coming from far away, may too accelerate the evolution of civilization. Do you mean that's what happened to Terra? Your greed has gotten the better of you, of your fear. What you learned cannot be unlearned, Hierda. Having glimpsed a vestige of truth, are you willing to go back into the darkness of ignorance? The goddess continues to stand before the imposing gravestone. She touches the ripples upon it and trembles. Every mark is the end of a civilization. Only now do I truly feel. Can I stay here and learn? You've shown me the key to the answer. I have to comprehend all this knowledge on my own. Even though this is only a fragment of time, frozen forever? Yes. You're very much like us. You may roam this place and anywhere on Rhodes Island freely to seek the answer that you crave. As for whether you want to stay here or go back to the Terra that you loved so much, I will respect whatever choice you make. We will meet again soon. You're leaving? Where are you going? Someone has been waiting for me. For far too long. Ooh, Hierda's gonna go on the ultimate history lesson. Unauthorized third-party plugin deleted. Default settings restored. Expired administrator access detected. Intercepting. Repair module self-diagnosis in progress. Progress. Beep, beep, beep. I've received your inquiry. Closure. PRTS is denying all access requests. We've lost administrator permissions, and we do not have the ability to retake PRTS. Elsie? Finally, an answer. Where are you? The doctor and me are coming over to help. Bad news. PRTS is taking over all equipment on the ship, including the engines. I know. I'm fighting for Rhodes Island's last chance. Closure. Warn the doctor and Mia. She's waking up. Ooh, and not a fight. Bear witness to the death of the gods. Okay, how bad will this fight be? Okay, so we'll go down here first. Yeah, here first. That's good. Oh, the hand. And of course it's putting out one of those. Oh, I hate that thing. Actually, no, it's fun. It's fun touching it. Or at the very least, it's fun trolling. Ah, of course it's bringing out another one. Frozen Monstrosity's Echo. Oh wait, touch. Too bad for you. Mine. Okay, I'm gonna bring Lizardel out. Oh no, the ground. Oh, I don't like that ground. But the board's gonna get corrupted. No. I'm gonna have to bring out a healer. I say as I bring out more violence. Soon I will bring out a healer. Like, right now. Enough time for a healer. Wait, touch. Or it's too late over there. And I gotta bring up Brother Yu so I can get his firewall. Okay, Brother Yu, please help me. Ta-da! Come on, bring up more enemies so I can attack them. And this way it's satisfying, bonking. Okay, another one. Oh, look at that hand. Aw, I should have activated one more time to assert dominance. Hey.
Short as it may be, we've known. I feel like it's the kind of knowledge would either break someone of their existence in terms of a sense of utility. Yet so
Mhm.
far doesn't seem to be that way. She is rather forthcoming, if I were to describe it.
Very forthcoming. Oh, again, one of these maps. Not too bad.
What are your thoughts on Hilda so far?
I like how she's trying to learn. Instead of being scared of everything, she's like, you know what? Your curiosity. Like that I appreciate, instead of being like, oh no, my life is a lie. And then becoming all sad about it, but she's like, nah, I want to learn. So I respect that. Like, good for you, here to get all the knowledge.
But quite unique of her.
Oh my goodness, look at the bottom of this. Eye of Priestess dash RI03 dash CCTV. Eye of Priestess. Wait, did the others have it at the bottom too? Wait, let me go back to the other map real quick. Oh yeah, they did. And is it the same numbers? Okay, yeah. RI03. I kind of start at the beginning now. Yep, still RI03. Aya Priestess. And I like how this one's called I Shall Be Your Eyes. Like a feather on the back of my hand, dust in sunlight, and memory in corners. No fear. Wait, are we fighting first thing? Okay. Prepared. Either way, let me see. This side, yes. Okay, hand. Do your worst. Actually, just kidding. Don't do your worst, please. Thank you, Thorns. So helpful. Okay, I need Thorns to bonk a little bit more on his own. And then I can start using Myrtle. Okay. Like right now. Okay, and over here... Yeah, facing over here is good. Good in position for Wizard Out. Oh no, she's suffering. Wait a second, wait. Heal her. Yeah, I don't want to go poop first thing. I mean, I don't want to go poop at all. Oh, I don't like those. Oh, that is bad. Okay, yeah, they're gonna get rid of my land. Nope. Nope. Oh no, I missed the opportunity to get a healer there. Shoot. This will potentially be chaos. Well. And of course, we're gonna put a plate right there. Thanks, hand. Well, it's mine. Stinky hand. Poor Laffy, she needs a healer. Shoot. Okay, next up I just gotta claim the upper hand. Stinky. Well, at least Susie's healthy. At the very least. Okay, let them come forward. Wait, touch. I still got to the plate before you, hand. You. Kelsey enters the sarcophagus. She had once stood watch over this very sarcophagus, waiting for an elusive speck of hope from the sarcophagus's master. Transcending the temporal constraints of civilization, this space leads to the secrets in the deepest reaches of the ship. Warning. Unauthorized access detected. Identifying. ID confirmed. Dissecting what Priestess has been doing in her lonesome. Looks like she was kind of documenting the stars that gone up and down. The way she was talking about it is like a collection, like, ooh, here, take a look at the civilization. She wants to get, like, the full collection. Priestess is like, you know what? Check out my limited edition full collector set DVDs. Which one would you like to see, Hirata? How fun. Identifying. ID confirmed. ID. Ama-10. The sarcophagus has my profile. Time is of the essence. I must connect to the core databanks of PRTS. Accessing PRTS. Warning. No administrative privileges. Access will be restricted. Warning. Unable to load repair module. Adaptation incomplete. Warning. Error. Identifying. ID confirmed. ID Kelsey. Oh, green. Virtual machine loading complete. Unknown language. Dear Kelsey, if you trigger this encrypted AI model, that means the hopes I left behind have been impeded. Perhaps I myself have come to an untimely end. Dr. Misaki. You're surprised by my appearance, Kelsey. Have I failed? The future of Terra is yet unknown. I never expected to see you again, Dr. Misaki. This is simply an encrypted program encoded within my cognition model. Oh, I wonder what AI Oracle would think of, like, current doctor. It's like, let me see how my current self is doing. Oh gosh, what is it doing with that pot of boiling water? Those raw instant noodles. Oh no! This is simply an encrypted program encoded within my cognition model. It analyzes data input and provides an appropriate response. In other words, it does not possess my emotions or memories. I do not wish to disappoint you again, Kelsey. Why did you leave it behind? Because of you. I know that you will only return here when all hope seems lost, in search of one last chance. By then, however, I'm afraid that even I am unable to turn things around. You cannot help me anymore? My sarcophagus will render what assistance is possible, to the extent that it is possible for me, even when it descends upon us. I didn't come to seek sanctuary, Dr. Misaki, but it's true that danger is very near. I need your help to take back PRTS. That'll be difficult. The core databank of PRTS will deny access to the individual known as Ama-10. She has set this as an absolute prohibition. Is there no way around it? Perhaps there is one. If you are no longer Ama-10, Ama-10's Gemini cycle system has granted you immortality. It appears that the two individuals in the cycle have diverged over the ages. Violence and wisdom, conflict and understanding. Such evolution represents the most basic power of life. But these are duties forced upon you. They have become your shackles. Now I empower you to lay down your duty. This is the final gift that I can confer upon you, by way of the sarcophagus. but the ultimate decision is yours. What reason is there to hesitate? I must remind you that this is extremely dangerous. When you become the interface to PRTS itself, the functions of the sarcophagus will cause great harm to your physical form. The energy supply of the sarcophagus is insufficient to fulfill your request and protect you at the same time. Sanctuary will become torment, and you will forfeit any chance to extend your life. Are you sure you want to do this? I am sure. I respect your decision. Goodbye. Okay, so Kelsey's gonna become the new PRTS. I wonder if Friston would be jealous, because Friston got the tiny little body. And Kelsey gets an entire ship now. Backup power is now online. PRTS permissions updated. Administrator permissions confirmed. Welcome back, Dr. Misaki. Warning. Repair module has been disabled due to insufficient power. All communication module channels open. Communications receiver module overclocking procedure completed. Connecting to local PRTS databank. Connection complete. Warning. Operator vital signs unstable. Unable to load repair module. Kelsey feels intense pain. With your mind connected to the sarcophagus, vast amounts of data on a civilizational scale begin transmitting with her as a medium. He sees the main server beneath Laterano. The silent preservation room. Ah, so the main server is underneath Laterano. Well, that's gonna be fun for the next event. The silent preservation room. The Kirula Arbor deep beneath the waves. The shadow moon rising from the megastructure on the dark side of Terra. Time and space are compressed into a single web within Kelsey's consciousness. She sees all of Terra and all of Rhodes Island. She gains a connection to everything. At the same time, however, the connection between her and Monster, one that has existed for 10,000 years and more, grows weaker by the moment. Dr. Misaki, this duty is not a shackle. It was always my choice. Warning. Operator vital signs unstable. Unable to load repair module. Warning. Unknown error. Warning. Unknown error. Warning. Warning. I have no idea what lies ahead, Monster. This is the only thing I can do for you before I go to face her. The rest is up to you. Kelsey breaks the limits of her creator placed upon her. In exchange for half of her life, she is reborn. Happy birthday! Outside of the sarcophagus, Monster roars in anxiety and bewilderment. It has lost track of Kelsey for the first time. The connection between it and Kelsey has been completely severed. I am not going to the far side of Terra. She is here. Right here by my side. Administrator access detected. Permission verified. Welcome, Dr. Misaki. I found you. Ooh, the epic boss theme. You're not Misaki Nobunaga. Ama 10? My name is Kelsey. You've crossed the line. And what of it? Priestess. Kelsey finally speaks her name. You're uploading unvalidated data, Ama 10, but you will not see it through to the end. Is that so? I'm no longer fighting on my own. I can see you, Radian. I'm fighting for control of PRTS. Time is short. Trace my signal. I will be your eyes. 57 minutes from the start of the incident. Can you do it, Radian? Yes. But some compartments are still not responding. They may have taken too much damage. I've captured the bioelectrical signals of other colleagues, comparing with environmental data. Generating ship-wide scan. Get ready to synchronize all signals. Mantra. You hear Mantra's calm, collected voice in your head. All active operators on Rhodes Island have been located. Ready to synchronize data from Radiant anytime. Dang, these two work good together. I want them to translate that one manga now. Like, come on, let us learn more about our elite operators, gosh darn it. Scan is complete. Mantra. Synchronization complete. Attention all hands. Attention all hands, this is Mantra speaking. You're currently seeing in your mind real-time scan data of Rhodes Island's current state. Perhaps you're under attack from unknown sources or isolated and lost. But we are now taking back the initiative under the direction of Dr. Kelsey. The scale of the current emergency exceeds the scope of individual discretion. You are hereby directed to act in accordance with my instructions. Rendezvous with nearby operators as soon as reasonably possible under your individual circumstances. Regularly monitor the status of your protective equipment and avoid high-threat areas if at all possible. Elite operators Touch and Pith are conducting cleanup operations outside the core area. They will be in touch with you to direct regroup efforts. The scale of the task before you must not be underestimated. The doctor has designated a conflict zone, quarantine zone, and buffer zone, in reverse order of the proximity to the abyss. While making every effort to ensure your own safety, you're to work on maintaining the buffer zone and delaying the expansion of the anomaly. There is reason to believe that this crisis is impacting far more than just Rhodes Island. 58 minutes from the start of the incident. Cleanup of the two adjacent zones is complete. The scattered personnel have regrouped under the direction of Operator Radian. Are you hurt? It's not that bad. Closure's protective equipment was more effective than I expected. But it's not enough to deal with the dangers of extended exposure to high originium environments. Your squad cannot participate in the next operation. Get some rest in the safe areas of the buffer zone once you've received treatment. With the witchcraft defenses designed by Logos and Mechanist, you should face much less pressure there. But this is an order, don't worry. I won't allow anything to happen to any operator under my charge. Once the ship is stopped, you'll need to direct the other squads to evacuate and establish a larger buffer zone around the ship. Rest and get ready. Leave this to us. I hope things go well on Sharp and Stormi's end. The status of the engines is unclear. There is a risk of collision with objects on the ship's course. We're taking all possible measures to reduce the possibility of this occurring. We'll ensure the warning to brace for impact if necessary. The ship will be brought to a stop once we regain control of the engines. Once we do, Rhodes Island will proceed to establish a new buffer zone around the ship to prevent further spread of the anomaly. 61 minutes from the start of the incident.
From this vantage point, it seems the ship is still accelerating. Not as much as it has been. What Logos is doing is working. Let's trust our comrades. We've got plenty on our plate as it is. Evacuating people and eliminating potential threats on the ship's path. Brace yourself. We're accelerating. I have visual on the mobile mining platform. It's possible the ship will run into it. Stay on the current course, Storm Eye. I'm dropping into the target location in 20 seconds to evacuate the crew of the platform. Approaching target. See you in a moment.
The conflict zone surrounding the abyss is the key area that we must break through. The elite operators have conferred and unanimously voted to break into the abyss together. We're the knife that cuts through the darkness, and we are Rhodes Island's last line of defense. Do not let fear avert your eyes, comrades. Trust in my voice. Trust in Dr. Kelsey. Trust in Rhodes Island. She's so good at making speeches. Rhodes Island Landship Ability Layer.
Seems like you eliminated the threat. I saw lots of familiar faces before you came.
The floor is littered with broken originium crystals, a sign of the ferocious battle that just occurred here. The boiler worker sighs and picks up a broken epaulet made of originium.
These originium things just won't die. I recognize the faces they wear. Some of them I strung with my own hand, others went away to a faraway place. But I don't suppose there are many left of those who left. You're not surprised about the things that are happening. There are many secrets on the ship. But all I care about is my boilers. That's the one thing I asked Her Highness to let me do.
I love his dedication to the boilers.
I need your help, Nathaniel. I can't get the boilers to cool down, and there wouldn't be anyone here to watch them if I left. The facilities of the mobility layer are spread out around a large area. Even you can't deal with everything. The control system is completely shot. I don't have the tools to manually calibrate the engines. Trying to brute force it would be even more dangerous. The originium particle density in the air is way past the warning line. Separate. There is room in the trappings of machinery for words to pass through. I will slow down the supply of fuel to the engine.
He waves his bone pen, and incantations emerge from its tip, passing through the steel walls and expanding outwards.
Stay. I shall embrace Rhodes Island with words. I will pull it back.
The ship is slowing down. None of us is giving up, Chloe. Our efforts are not futile. We will not allow them to be futile. I guarantee that they will receive your gift. Struggles. You'll be free soon. The latest data have been uploaded to Kelsey. Once it's validated, the originium entity shatters silently. Every last fragment removed from the lab through the ventilation system. Dang, Chloe. The strange thing will trouble Warfarin no more. Success. But she finds little joy in it. The ship is slowing down. Logos has been successful. About the course that Logos brought up, Dr. Kelsey has charted 3 possible courses. There is one thing in common among all 3 predictions. They all end in the Targan Guild's prime vein. I believe that is the course that PRTS had set. The ship is being guided towards a vein. However, the predicted course that best matches the current course will take us through a major canyon. It's unlikely that we'll be able to traverse it. Don't you find it strange? Definitely strange. All the threats that we're dealing with right now don't seem bent on completely destroying Rhodes Island. Losing PRTS, the appearance of the originium entities, the shifts in the ship's internals, the change of course, none of these things would truly destroy us. I have a breakthrough regarding the originium monsters, Dr. Misaki. After uploading the experiment data to Kelsey, he has modified the bottom-level logic of Originium Arc and distributed the upgrade package to all operators. It will allow them to more effectively deal with these Originium entities. Upgrade? Where did your data come from? Upgrade? Let's have a long chat, you and I and Kelsey, after we get out of this mess. That's all I have to say. I still have patients to attend to. Dr. Warfarin. Whatever the case, Dr. Warfarin and Kelsey have taken care of the big problem for us. But all these threats only serve to delay our solution to the problem. Is it possible that the one we're facing doesn't want to be our enemy, Dr. Misaki? More likely, they just don't have a choice. We'll know what's going on once we're in the abyss. Give me a location on closure, Radian. Press the word onto closure, Mantra. Mantra, hey girl!
One moment. I'm getting the location from Radiant right now. Ready.
How are things going on your side, Closure? We analyzed the structural changes recorded by Radiant, and it seems like the shifts correspond to certain cyclical patterns. It's just like the data sample from each individual cycle is so vast and disorganized that we thought the changes occurred at random. It's all thanks to mechanics that we managed to figure it out.
Wasn't so complicated after all. Once you had data of sufficient quantity and accuracy. Also, Closure and I have created a provisional model that we can use to calculate and plan a route.
In other words, the spatial shifting won't trouble us for a while. There's no time to waste then. We'll attempt to penetrate the abyss. Before that, we must assemble and provide support to Kelsey. I know where she is.
These damn things just won't stop coming.
Who dissecting further of Priestess's conversation with Hirda. It seems to imply that she doesn't need Civila Eterna's eyes to view. But as long as there's Originium, she can set her eyes upon it. Well, it is possible you feel it's something she doesn't do unless there's something bigger tension. Yeah, like, even if she can look through Originium, it's not like she's gonna do that all the time, or else that's way too much work. Priestess is busy doing other stuff too.
You're too slow. Now's the time for you to get out.
Misery shakes his head.
We don't have nearly enough intel. This is the closest place to the abyss that we've reached. We're the only people who've gotten this far, and the only ones who can help Radiant locate it. That's not what you're really thinking about. I don't want to be too slow again. Isn't that the same for you, Ascalon? Rosmontis and Blaze's squad is approaching your location, but they've run into a small problem. They've been delayed.
Blaze scratches her head and looks at Rosmontis helplessly. How do we handle this, kitten? I'm not sure. Abnormal Justice Night. Abnormal. HRM EX. Abnormal Castle 3. Abnormal Lancet 2. The buggies are still preparing to attack us. I don't want to harm them. I don't want to harm them either. Why did they suddenly lose control when we approach this area?
Wait, Frison 3, stop! No. I'm not going to ram you or breathe fire at you like the kids. I'm perfectly normal.
Kristen's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I'm fine, no worries. But these kids... These dang kids, they gotta go into timeout.
Now, let me through. Time is short and my patience even shorter.
Like, okay, fine, Kristen, whatever. Do your thing. Oh, it's a red stage. Okay, it's gonna be a difficult one. In Dust or Blood, even if we knew everything, it doesn't necessarily mean we would be able to change everything. 2 exits and a bunch of entrances. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Like, thanks, Kristen. I should believe in him. Playlist. Golden Oldie selected. Resuming from previous playback. My love. Will the blossoms on the hills. And what are you doing?
Now's not the time for a karaoke, Frison 3. You think I want to do that? My playback module was customized and I don't have the remote. Damn you, Closure! Blaze, watch out for Justice Knight. Which jammable subdirectory did Closure put my code synchronization function in?
Gonna give you my tears. Save my precious. Kitten, on my 6th. Justice Knight has me in her sights. Got it. Whoa, almost hit Justice Knight. Ouch, stop running into me! Rams with burning heat. Burning, boom. No matter who, whispers of love, one trap, one lifetime. Alright. THRM EX. Let's see who burns brighter. Hey, don't hurt the buggies. I know, I got this. Protect friends. You need healing, first and 3.
I guess I should thank Closure for fitting that energy barrier generator.
Here's my most beloved. The sizes of our robot friends is as tall as Blaze. Oh, dang. You shine in my tears. First and 3. How long do you need?
The synchronization module's ready, but I can't jump across this originium.
I'll make a path for you. Now. Person 3 accelerates up the ramp and takes flight. As he spins in midair, he cannot help but throw a photo out.
Man, it's been so long since I moved like this. Synchronized transmission system that you boasted about had better work, Closure. Guide these crazy carts into position and immobilize them. I'll fix them.
Gift to you. It's love in my heart.
I have a connection.
Expression. Like, oh, connection. Song continues to echo in the empty desert. Gift to you. Just love in my heart. There's no question that the playback module has malfunctioned, playing Closure's favorite ballads over and over. As though this scene were supposed to be some tearjerker. But what he's actually doing is sharing the dream of inevitable parting with a few buggies that do not even have minds of their own, sharing his deepest memories as a human. Trevor Friston would have no shortage of profanity to spew, if he could spew them. What is this place? I thought we were trapped in a... I don't remember anything. Beep beep. Anomalous target detected. Who are you?
Use your brains, whatever they're made of. Closure says you're supposed to be smart.
That voice, that tone. You're Friston 3. But Friston 3 isn't as tall as you are. No, he's Friston 3. I feel familiar warmth from him. Warmth. How come I can't feel my own warmth anymore?
Ugh, this is such a headache. Maybe this will make you feel better.
What is this place?
My dream. A dream that was a surprise to me too. Now shut up and listen. Something is wrong with PRTS. I have a pretty good idea of what's going on. Someone made your cognitive modules go haywire. And you're wreaking havoc all over the place. I had no choice but to put a stop to it.
Beep beep. Justice Knight does not understand.
Basically, I'm rewriting your bottom layer code with my core code. I'll ensure that your memory modules remain intact, of course. So take some time. In order to make sure that you stay put during this time, I had to connect your cognitive modules into mine. The side effect is split from an unknown language. I share my dreams involuntarily.
What is going on, Friston 3?
A friend of mine is waking up from a long slumber. Stop thinking. It'll overload your brains. What you need to do is walk with me before things come to a close. The gathering is about to begin.
Come on, kids. A blonde dances joyfully in the camp filled with lights and ribbons. It's a party.
No, a wedding. My daughter's wedding.
Are we not going to join Friston 3?
We'll watch from here. I don't want to go there because it means I'll once again.
Are you sad?
You can tell.
Of course. Are we not the same? You said someone made our cognitive modules go haywire. Why did you help us?
No particularly special reason. Like Lancet said, we're the same. At least we are now on Rhodes Island. Life on the ship is peaceful. I won't say I like it, but compared to that dream without an end, those unrealized futures, it's not as bad.
Aw, Friston is accepting the duty as Papa now. Or at least Papa to to the others. River Friston can hear the familiar laughter of his daughter. A wedding that he must miss, a promise that he must break. Perhaps, if he did not go any closer, he would not have to watch her walk away.
Code overwrite complete. Let's go home.
He does not wish to stay there, not even for a moment longer. Well, at least his daughter had a happy wedding, it seems like. What happened to Rhodes Island?
Person 3? Are they all back to normal? For now. I rewrote the sections of their code associated with PRTS, ensuring their basic operation with my own core code.
Great. Now we can go and help Misery's team, Kitten. Where are you going next, Friston 3?
I'll have a meeting with the kids. Now they've woken up, there should be something that we can help with. I'll talk to Closure. I've got a score to settle with her anyway.
Okay, Chojin, when we get back to Closure, make sure to all run up to her at full speed. Just run into her and give her a big hug for me. Looks like the buggies are back to normal for now, Mia. What about Mr. Friston? Well, he seems a little pissed at me. Other than that, everything looks alright. Great idea rewriting PRTS associated code with his own. Would have been a lot of trouble otherwise. Are all of our PRTS permissions gone? I'm afraid so. PRTS is actively blocking all of our access. All of its operations take place in a black box now. Kelsey is fighting to take control, but I'm not sure how long she can keep it up. Cut off the core power supply of PRTS. Manually activate the backup system and fight for control over the ship. Oh, it'd be funny after, like, if Priestess sees Friston later on. Well, hello, fellow colleague. You've changed a bit. You're more expressive. You get a new haircut or something? My Zoot system is unable to fully wrestle control from PRTS. Kelsey and I have done simulations about this sort of situation. By force booting it with the ship's power, it may be able to temporarily establish control over certain non-core areas, but all outcomes end with destruction of its core components due to overload. You've already made a decision, haven't you? I can get to work right now. If I can make one, I can make another. Let's prepare both options. We'll activate the backup command system at the same time as we attempt to penetrate the abyss. Now you're finally coming out online. I waited for this moment for too long. Let me take a good look at you. Closure waits with anxious anticipation. She had longed for the day when it would truly come online, just as much as she had feared it. Where it would mean that Rhodes Island was once again in desperate straits. Zoot command system online. Updating permission log. Original administrator privileges detected. Confirm key. Key command. Machine oil estate. Verification complete. Welcome back, Closure. Awakening all backup nodes. Loading. Warning. Awakening failed. Unable to bypass PRTS restrictions. Activate overload. Backup power detected. Source. Rhodes Island mobility layer 71% remaining. Warning. Overload mode will greatly reduce equipment lifespan. Estimated power remaining in minutes. 61. Overload mode activated. Awakening all backup nodes. Warning. PRTS incursion. Warning. Zoot core program is being overwritten. Warning. Sufficient power to continue operating the Zoot system. Wait. Hang on in there. 0th order oil tank. Damn it, it's all or nothing. Warning, severe core component damage. Warning, insufficient power backup. Time remaining 21 minutes. Communications are online. We're being attacked by PRTS, Doctor. We will coordinate defenses with Kelsey. The rest is up to you. The wait went for an hour to 21 minutes. All personnel, comm check. In position.
Acknowledged. Waiting for you on the front lines. Moving to rendezvous point. Be right there.
I'm here, Doctor. It's been a long time since we had a good brawl together.
The bad guy has returned. Moving to rendezvous. Give me a minute.
I'm here. Assembling.
Waiting for you.
Objectives updated. Priority objective, support Kelsey. Core objective, enter Abyss and cut off PRTS's core power supply. Progress. Beep, 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 beep. Green. Welcome back, Administrator. And then we fight. Okay, how bad will this be? Oh, the plate's already down there. Okay. Oh, they explode. I don't like that. Oh, I really don't like that explosion. Oh, no. Yeah, I need to bring a healer out first thing. 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. Okay, no fear, no pain. Not gonna touch that, of course. First thing, because I don't want the hand to get that. Stinky hand. Not for you. Oh no. Oh, it's putting those things down. Oh, I feel so much hate. Can you stop doing that, please? Wait. Bonk, please. Don't put it there too. I hate you so much. Oh no, that's bad. Well, at least I can clean that side. That's good. You know what? We'll go over here. Why not? It's decent. Ooh, okay, touch that too. I don't want. I'm giving the hand. Stinky hand. No. No stinky hand. You can have that. Okay, Susie, please. Okay. Make sure you're taking that one area, but it's fine. It is what it is at this point, with that specific area. Uh-oh. Touch. Touch. Hehe, it's mine. Okay, this place, everything's well. Kind of, sort of. Or at least well enough. I just gotta stare at the place for when they're gonna be activated again because the hand is like right there. I hate that hand. So that's a new hand, it's mine.
Misaki,
Yeah?
I find it quite harsh attitude of Kelsey when it comes to workplace. Considering Princess is also her creator as much as Oracle. Yet, her attitude towards Princess is almost like having disdain towards her, like something really personal.
Oh, the personalness.
Make of that stark difference between from Castle.
Mm. Like, we would be the favorite parent in that case. And oh, I hate how there's 2 stairs. Ew. Rejection of mourning. Even if no one understands, we must continue to walk this path. Great. Oh, that is a lot of them. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, which way are they gonna come first? I gotta stare. Can't bring out Myrtle yet. She's just gonna explode. Okay, they're slowly moving. They're just standing there menacingly. Gee, wait, this might be fine. I'm gonna start going this way. Or maybe I shouldn't have done that. Actually, no, it's fine. Yeah, if it's that side, it's fine. That's sort of, not really, but is it what it is? Let's go here too, why not? Okay, now they're moving around menacingly. Maybe I made a mistake doing that. You know, no mistake, no fear. Oh no, that was bad. Oops. Okay, you know. Didn't realize they were gonna do that. Like, that was an experience, alright. And you know, dropping Marcel would be fun too. Potentially. Actually, wait, I should bring my own if anything. Since mine is prepared to do big damage. Big boom. Marcel, save me! Okay, just gonna use this time to just get a bunch of cost. And then I'll put Wiz down. How long can I just stay here before they start moving more? Can I just fully charge up? Is the hand not gonna do anything? Ooh, wait, no. No, never mind. Okay, a little bit more and then bam. Oh no! Well, that worked decently, actually. I'm gonna have to redo that no matter what, but it's okay. At this point, it's fine. As long as I live. He does a bit of bonking. Uh-oh. Actually, no, it's fine. No fear. Thank you, Susie. This is just chaos. Bonk. Ain't gonna get that one down soon enough. Darn you, vending machine. Oh, the chaos. Okay. Phew! Life. A concept so vague yet so fascinating. We've gotten used to treating any individual that thinks like us as life, for no other reason than the fact that they're like us. For no other reason than that we all fight death to the bitter end for our own survival. But this is hubris, Misaki.
Target eliminated.
Thermi, 4 o'clock. 2-round burst fire.
At the wall supports.
Storm is confused, but fires 2 arrows in rapid succession without hesitation.
The environment changed the instant I fired. The obstacle disappeared, and the rounds hit the enemy. How did you do that?
It wasn't me. It was Dude who did the calculations. Now jump down at your 6 o'clock. Don't worry about the originium shards in the hole.
Ah.
No fear. He jumps, and his surroundings change again, causing him to fall endlessly until his fall is arrested by a rope of incantations.
Closure's calculations were spot on. I've been waiting here. What now? Follow instructions and go in with eyes shut.
We praise the courage of struggle and celebrate the virtue of defiance. And so the lives that follow the same way of thinking join the procession of slim hope. Before a true God, however, our struggle must seem utterly insignificant to it. Perhaps it never even took notice. All hostiles in sight have been eliminated. Quarantine zones and line of defense established. Good job, kitten. Shame you didn't leave a few for me. What's next, Closure? 30 seconds. The next wave of enemies will appear at 12 o'clock, eliminate with extreme prejudice. It will open a path to the route that the doctor must take. Good. More pain for the culprit. How would I get first dibs this time, kitten? You don't agree with me, do you, Misaki? There's no certainty that this is the key to the truth. But after ascertaining that the foreseen despair will destroy all that we worked for, we must grasp what hope we can reach in our hands. I have poured too much love into the miracle of life, that I see ever more clearly the weakness and flaws that we cannot cast aside. How do I trust everyone whom I love? How do I trust you?
Closure, it's not working. The surrounding structures are beginning to contract. They're trying to crush me. The drones they sent out aren't finding any viable routes. The reinforced supports won't last long.
Oh no, finishing the story next stream. I'm working on it. Dude is trying to process a lot of data simultaneously. Give her some time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mechanist, look up. In the shadow, the ceiling begins to warp. Then a cold blade cuts open a path leading to the unknown. A hand emerges from the gap.
Someone said you needed a hand. As they say, extraordinary times call for extraordinary measures. Hang on tight, Mechanist. Everyone's waiting for you.
I cannot accurately predict when we'll meet again, but I'm certain that when the time comes, we'll have lost all that we have now. No life can defy death forever, and those who have passed do not meet again at the end of time. But I hope that I will see you again there, Misaki. Angry roar. Ooze. Charges energy. Fires an energy beam. The beam burns a massive hole through the blockade of Originium entities, breaking its way into the distance, cutting the entities down in swaths. Then it is stopped by some kind of force. Good hit, good hit. Just be careful you don't hit the doctor, monster. We're in position. You lead the team out of the darkness. Kelsey is here. Shakes body in joy. Support monster. Neutralize all enemies around the sarcophagus.
Coordinate with me. No problem. Incantation's with you. Is that the sarcophagus? It was hidden inside the ship all along.
When I first woke up, Kelsey's signal was weakening. We have to get inside. Is Kelsey in there? It's not looking good for her, based on what Radiant said. We need to get her out of there ASAP, Dr. Misaki. I'm worried for her safety if we delay any longer.
We can't act rashly. We don't know what the situation is with Kelsey and the sarcophagus. Combat logs indicate that someone came into contact with the sarcophagus in Chernobog, causing a reaction that nobody expected.
Kelsey's different. Leave it to me. Cover me. Leave it to me. You walk towards the sarcophagus without hesitation. You touch the cold sarcophagus. It answers. No. Kelsey answers. We must press onward together. Dr. Kelsey.
You've come at a good time. What's the situation of Rhodes Island?
You extend your hand to the one in the sarcophagus. Everyone's safe, thanks to you. Welcome back, Kelsey. She takes your hand. You've never felt such weakness from her. You don't look so good. What happened?
Don't worry about me. It wasn't easy trying to access PRTS through the sarcophagus, but I did find a surprising gift. I'll share more information about PRTS and Priestess with you.
I just howl.
Don't worry, monster. I'm still standing before you. I won't abandon you. I've located a path into the abyss, Dr. Misaki. It's time we put an end to this. The interference is strong here. We're very close to the abyss.
But there's no path. The abyss has completely concealed itself.
I can pinpoint its precise location at this range.
Standing before the wall in the deepest reaches, Kelsey takes a deep breath. She has never been this far in. Anxious growl. Don't worry, monster. I'm with her. You walk to Kelsey's side. I'm with you too, Dr. Kelsey. Rhodes Island faces threats unitedly.
Maybe. Things will be different this time. I retain certain permissions by way of the sarcophagus. I'll open a path.
Kelsey touches the wall that separates you and the abyss. Warning, anomalous power fluctuations detected. Warning, insufficient power backup power. Sorry, closure. Zeroth Order oil tank. Thank you. Thank you, Zoot. The ship has stopped.
Protect the doctor, monster. From this point on, act according to your own discretion based on the doctor's condition. You must protect the doctor from unknown threats. And protect the doctor from the doctor, if it comes to that.
Growl of trust.
Keep a close eye on the condition of Dr. Misaki, Amiya. The rules we think we know about reality do not necessarily apply inside the Abyss. Danger is everywhere, but your safety and that of the doctor are the highest priority at all times. You're the only ones who can face the ultimate threat.
Yes. I'll be careful. Anything else I need to know?
Trust your heart. I never thought this would come so soon, Dr. Misaki. But our experiences in the assimilated universe and in Trimonts have made me rethink. You've shown me a different possibility. Whatever happens from this point on is a complete unknown to you, to me, to everyone else in Rhodes Island. I need to hear from you, Dr. Misaki. Will you still hesitate in the face of possible danger?
No! I'm not worried about the danger before me, for I am with you, all of you. It's you I'm worried about. You've been on edge ever since we entered this area. Easy growl. Kelsey, Rhodes Island and I are with you. Trust us. Tell me what I need to do.
I've awakened the program that opens up the Abyss. The energy required to open up the compartment is ready. I do not have full permission to access the Abyss.
Huh?
Should we smash our way in then? Maybe Misery can think of a way.
Jake's head.
There might not be another place more concealed, more secure than the Abyss in all of Terra. Only one person has the permission to access it.
You feel Kelsey's gaze upon you. Doctor? If I'm needed, I will not be afraid.
Most of Rhodes Island's structure was badly damaged when I finally found it 17 years ago. Only the Abyss and its surrounding areas remain completely intact. The unknown energy within the Abyss continued to power PRTS, becoming the framework of the command system that we came to rely on. But no one has accessed the Abyss. Not in over 10,000 years.
Imagine waiting 10,000 years. He's just so incredibly patient.
3 years ago, when Omninam fully descended, I began to realize that the crisis was progressing faster than I had anticipated, and faster than I expected. Many of us witnessed the chaos firsthand. We still feel sorrow and regret vividly.
And you know, this is another potential thumbnail, so let me just blink this real quick. Hehehe. Ascalon raises her blade silently, on guard against any sudden threat. Sensing Ascalon's tension, Radiant calms her down, and Radiant calms her and everyone else present with her Originium.
For 3 years, we have strengthened Rhodes Island's defenses, simulating threats that attempt to destroy Rhodes Island from within. It was through the joint effort of all of our operators that we managed to quickly identify the source of this crisis when it occurred. But we are now at the edge of the fog. Take one step further, and we step into the unknown. Once I hesitated. The doctor is right. We will overcome that crisis, as we have done so many times. For we are together.
Logos' bone pin draws through the air, the words coming out of his mouth, and the blessing soon after.
It's been a long time since we worked together, and so in sync, Logos. How are you feeling? Focused.
Based on the available information, they're more than just the core parts of PRTS in the Abyss. An entity by the name of Priestess may be sleeping in the sarcophagus within. Another potential.
If Priestess wakes up, she must be neutralized ASAP with the full force of all present. This is the best way to prevent any mishap, Dr. Misaki. The moment of her awakening will be her weakest. It will take time for her to adapt to her surroundings.
Doctor? You touch the wall in front of you. The strange sensation causes your heart to race. You have the feeling that this place was waiting for you, that you're the reason for its existence to begin with. The wall trembles, you seem to hear blaring sirens that threaten to burst your eardrums. For an instant, you fall into a trance. Does a cacophony come the present or the past? The abyss is changing! The wall begins to move irregularly, creating a rift. Air gushes out from the rift.
Veil.
The Banshee's incantation forms an invisible barrier to stop the gushing jet.
Step back, Doctor. Everyone, on guard.
I pitched howl. Into the abyss. Oh, look, it's everyone. Dr. Misaki, I never thought I would be the one who didn't want to let go.
Protect the doctor, Mia.
Roger. You know, this is also good. Potential thumbnail too. Actually, wait, no. Text. So, maybe not. Pink threads rise from her staff. Black crown appears above her head. Electromagnetic communications established. You hear Mantra's voice in your mind.
If you need any help, just give a thought. We're here. How about you cover my flanks, Sharp? Then make sure you hold your bow tight.
I'm sure that the connection between us will transcend even time and space, Dr. Misaki. I'm sure we'll meet again, at the far end of our civilization, once adorned by darkness and the brilliance of the stars up above. We'll meet once again. I will wait for that day.
Give a holler if you need any help, kitten.
Our hearts are being suppressed by the environment, but the Originium arc seems to work.
Strike with boldness. I can go in first to check things out.
No, I have a feeling. There's no danger here. Sorry guys, my ex-wife is waiting for me.
But that makes me even more worried.
I'm going in. Follow me. I'm with you. Firm ground.
Get ready, folks. The fate of Rhodes Island is in our hands.
We're together. You step into the space within the rift. I will wait until the day comes. I promise you, I will. Wait for me. You must wait for me too. A dedication. Like, hey girl, it's me. The doctor. I don't really remember you too much, but hi. Hey girl. Also, meet my new family. Margin of eternity and now. Past in your eyes began but a moment ago, but the dead past is simply another name for the present. A simulated universe, when she awakens. Rhesus falls into the ocean of information. The massive quantity buffets him, assimilating his cognition. He can feel his mind grow slow, but he still tries to follow the guidance left behind by Teresa. Guided by his sword, information flow reconstructed by Teresa clashes with the pre-existing one. The massive collision lasts only an instant. The surface begins to surge, then the sea splits open, as if sliced by a sharp blade. A dark abyss appears in the assimilated universe. A sea of data stirs and roils. Waves crashing against waves, drowning out one another. Even as his mind grows numb, Rhesus can sense the will gazing upon him weaken rapidly.
Your plan worked, Teresa. sever their control over Omninom and seize it.
But suddenly, all the violent scenes come to a screeching halt. She opens her eyes and sees a small, frail creature. Connection. Stable. It's you? Your reaction surprised me. Teresa and Teresa's. Teresa's does not comprehend the space before him. Perhaps it is simply another illusion of a dying mind. Until he hears a familiar language that he can understand. But perhaps this was the result that one wanted to see? Your intentions are as easy to decipher as your language. The evolution of Terra had brought many surprises. A shame.
You think we failed? Then why do you hide and refuse to show yourself?
He meditatively swings his sword, guiding the chaotic information through the pure white space.
Falsehoods.
You've implemented a backdoor in my project and restricted my access. The data tells me I'm losing this piece of originium. My attempts at maintenance have been in vain. Impressive. Your rash actions borne fruit. There's nothing physically imposing to the voice whispering about failure before Teresa's, but this simply serves to make him more wary.
Your arrogance reminds me of someone who deceived me. He was more than one evil spirit of a bygone age.
Dr. Misaki. I see you've met. Then let me introduce myself. Priestess, linguist, and colleague to Dr. Misaki. Teresa's cannot care less who Priestess is. Priestess or evil spirit, it makes no difference to him. Clutches his sword tightly. He'll find a way to break through. You're anxious to defy a reality that you cannot perceive, Teresa's. You're much calmer when you plotted with Misaki on the border of Castel.
We're watching.
Watching? No. I have long lost the energy and passion to observe the evolution of a newborn civilization. All I did was look up the data, newly add to Originium, and check some information that interests me. The expansion of Originium is a consensus between me and Dr. Saki. The current circumstances of Terra have somewhat differed from our predictions, but it remains on track. I admit to being surprised by your attempt to retake this Originium. The duty of it will be fulfilled, no matter how you struggle.
You can believe what you want, creative Originium. You believe that Originium is immovable, but she opened a path here and liberated the myriad souls. She was not the first to resist, and I will not be the last. Someone will stand before you, until there is none left to toy with our fate.
Fate? Do you continue to believe that Originium stands opposed to the fate of your civilization? If you truly understand the history of your people, have you ever questioned why you've evolved in our likeness? You do not understand what you are resisting. Theresis observes his surroundings. He is certain that he is still inside Originium. The nature of what makes up this place is no different from the tower that Teresa weaved. It is information reconstructed. Teresa has left him the key. He's sure he can put an end to this enigma. You noticed.
You do not have a real physical form. We're still in that ocean.
In the language of Originium, reality and falsehood are not polar opposites. When I first created this language, I wanted to decipher the ultimate question that we had been unable to answer. Despite all our efforts, it. Misaki once had the hope for the beings in this land, guiding them to evolve and seek hope through Originium, giving them a chance to face it, perhaps even overcome it. But they are doomed to despair. Tikaz, you were not part of the plan. You became the species most affected by Originium, an accident. I must applaud your courage for standing here.
An accident? Is this how you summarize our fate? You're certainly a light priestess. You call the fates you toy with a gift of hope, millennia of suffering and necessary sacrifice. But Misaki was honest at least.
His sword pierces falsehood, but the space on the other side.
Nothing changed.
Rhesus closes his eyes and raises his sword. Your violence is meaningless.
If you didn't care whether this pathetic race of mine can seize its own fate, you should have eliminated me already. You're still weak after awakening from a long dream, are you not, Presence?
He lunges without hesitation. His sword wave cuts through the figure, disappearing without a sound into the pale white wall in the distance. I said, this is meaningless. Another strike.
I've always wondered what exactly the difference between you, the self-proclaimed creators, and us.
Theresis holds nothing back. The white wall begins to crack.
You've not brought everything to a standstill. You just wanted to buy more time, or simply to mock the struggles of a pathetic race. Put yourself, priestess.
Once again, Teresa senses the surging tide of information, remnants of the broken tower that Teresa weaved. Teresa swings again. Golden seawater shatters the pale wall, rushing into the seemingly boundless white space. Tide swallows all that it sees, but parts before the figure of priestess. Like a static comet, leaving behind a black tail of calm in the sea of surging fury.
Your connection to the Originium is weakening. You're fading away.
Continuing to process this disorganized data is a waste of energy. The waves converge upon the last area, slowly submerging Priestess's figure. They also close in upon Teresa's. Is this the end that you'd sought? The Sarkaz data has corrupted part of the assimilated universe. Data has been deleted, but I do not have time right now to repair the rewritten structures. You can survive in the assimilated universe in another form.
Survive? I came to pass judgment upon the gods.
The Sarkaz swings his sword at the creator one last time, before the torrent of information engulfs him. Warning. Unknown threat. Identifying error code. Identification failed. Simulating path. Simulation failed. Rebooting bottom level computing area. Accessing danger level. Repeat. Okay. And now we're here. Evangelista the 11th.
And there I was, thinking that all I had to do after I found a successor was hand out candies to the children. You've never proclaimed such a revelation before.
Ooh. Incoming data. Originium. A warning, or yet another swan song of hope? Where are you, kindred? What have you encountered? Stare. Witch King. I didn't expect to see you here. The wind brushes past the throne. The sovereign's gaze moves away from the depths of the void outside of his domain.
This music exists outside of order. How did it invade my pavilion? My Lithanian? The traces of Genesis?
Silence is broken. Jesus' figure, shattered by the golden waves of information, disappears without a trace. The sea of data dashes against Teresa's even more furiously. His mind grows crowded, his body begins to crack. The waves of information take away the blood that flows from his wounds. Originium crystals multiply in every cell. Teresa's is completely inundated. Blood-red seawater gushes from the bottomless abyss, melting into the golden sea. The sea of data in the assimilated universe turns a dark red, like blood, the color of the sarcas. Finally, a tiny figure rises from the sea.
We took control of Omninom, Teresa. I can feel the direction that the waves flow now, and the massive amounts of data that I cannot comprehend.
He wants to share his joy, but there is only the sound of the waves in the boundless void. He can no longer even hear his own heartbeat. There's only him here. There is no longer any meaning in staying here. He will return alone to Terra, to the land that belongs to him. The rhombus in the void grows faint and broken. Priestess's consciousness once again falls into slumber. The spread of Originium has been far slower than expected, and she has unexpectedly lost part of her control over it. Two Terrans, a frail and overlooked race. I'm starting to understand why you're so interested in them, Saki. As her consciousness fades into darkness, turn to gaze to the land known as Terra. She sees the one they call Doctor, walking with the goddess and Amaten into the dark passage that leads to the underground throne room. She sees the city of Londinium cry out in pain in the fires of war. She sees death. Disintegrating goddess whose information is melting into the assimilated universe's sea of data. Then she reaches out. Unknown language? And that was the last time you saw a priestess? Yes. I still have many unanswered questions. Time is no longer my major concern. Do you not miss your home, traveler? Miss. The goddess answered this question many times when she lived on the ship that housed the gods. There is no future in the fragments of time constructed from information. Her best friends soon forget her existence entirely. She can know all there is to them, but she will never truly be part of life here. I'm just a traveler lucky enough to catch a glimpse of the distant past. I'm having another learning session with presence. Are you sure you don't want to come and talk to her? You seem eager to resolve our conflict, Hierda, but I'm afraid I must decline. We will not change. They're simply recreations of data. Very well. Goddess looks out beyond the porthole and counts silently. When the count reaches 30, light from the star will once again shine upon the surface of the broken planet. It's breathtaking, no matter how many times I see it. Life and death emerging at the same time. A scene that she has never seen on that land. A scene that she does not wish her brethren to see. Farewell. I'm leaving. In the blink of an eye, the goddess finds herself back on that pale soil. Jesus welcomes her with a smile. Have you found your answer? The goddess shakes her head. Where are you going? Hera, you're home. I want to give you a choice, Hierda. You can stay, learn the knowledge that you thirst for, and find answers to the questions in your heart. Or I can send you back home. Home? To Terra? However, it may mean forsaking forever the chance to find those answers. What's more, you'll find that you have become a very different from your from your erstwhile kin. It'll bring you even more pain. I will respect your choice. I will respect your decision, Hierda. I... At the same time, you step into the space within the rift. This place, it's not the abyss. Angry roar. Did PRTS bring us out here?
It's not that simple. We're the only ones here.
The deck is completely silent. You turn around and notice the absence of the elite operators in Ascalon. Black... rain?
No. Massive amounts of originium dust. Protect yourself. Protect the doctor monster.
Dr. Kelsey, beneath your feet. The deck is crystallizing rapidly, at this rate. Black originium dust accumulates on the deck. Tiny originium clusters grow like wild grass. Stinky smell outside. I smell like... I smell someone smoking. Ew. You know, this kind of matches the vibe right now in the game. But, ugh. I don't like the smell of smoke. Blech. Put my fan on. Come on, fan. Maybe I need to buy one of those. Not humidifiers. Purifiers, yeah. Ew. Black originium dust accumulates on the deck. Tiny originium clusters grow like wild grass. Okay, barbecue smells good, but it smells like either cigars or cigarettes. Then again, it's Grandma's birthday, so my family's probably just like celebrating outside. Yeah. You can see them spreading as far as one's eyes can reach, gleaming enchantingly in the sun.
When all operators still on Rhodes Island. Warn all operators still on Rhodes Island to be prepared for a catastrophe, Amiya.
Understood. I'm not getting through. All communications have failed. Too quiet. The sight before you is inconceivable, different from any catastrophe that you have witnessed before. The originium expands at an impossible pace. Look down at the deck, now completely covered in originium, and see only your shadow. Doctor! You turn around to see a stunned look on Kelsey's face. Kelsey? Ooh, zoom in. You follow her gaze. Far in the distance, on the deck, a small formation of black originium is growing slowly towards the sky. You see a faint white figure on every facet of the crystal. A figure not unfamiliar to you. The black originium rain suddenly grows more intense. It almost feels like the large black raindrops are not falling from the sky, but rushing from the ground towards the heavens. Ooh! You refract the sunlight, drawing colorful lines in the sky. All the colors you see begin to converge and weave into a white curtain, glistening with rainbow colors, slowly descending. A pure pristine white, gentle draping over the originium crystal on the deck. Crystal. A beautiful figure stands upon the crystal. Black crystal retreats from her legs. White light puts a layer of clothing on her. Heaven and earth, white and black, and... Priestess! Oh, look! Hey girl, what a nice entrance. She looks upon the land that has long become unfamiliar to her. Long time no see. Oh, I didn't expect it to just be one line. You know, maybe I'll use Priestess as thumbnail. I gotta think about it. But wow, what a grand entrance. First making the ground look all ominous, then the beautiful
So,
white
Misaki,
sky. Hmm?
Do you, what do you see in those eyes? What can you describe from her expression?
To me, she seemed happy that she got to see us again. She's like, oh my goodness, it's you again. Long time no see. Like, I think she still likes us.
Think back also knows nothing. I see eyes that look straight at you but also looks past you. You feel her gaze upon you, yet it doesn't feel like she's looking at you directly. An expression that says she understands, but also doesn't comprehend at the same time. Is how I describe it.
Her all-knowing gaze. But mainly focused on us, which is pretty sweet, but at the same time, sorry, priestess, we're not the same, like, oracle that you remember. She still loves us nonetheless, I think, I hope.
Of her what do you make of her dedication towards the doctor?
Like, I
I
kind of
feel
feel
like
bad for her.
She understands that the doctor is not the same as before, but also at the same time she considers the current now and the past doctor as still the same person. Do you still consider her to be the same as Oracle? For me, it's not anymore, and that's why I feel like it's dangerous. It's that she doesn't comprehend that.
We're basically meeting as strangers. It's pretty sad for her since she, like earlier, she's like, I'll
Yeah.
wait for you forever.
Because when you think about it, all that when you think about it, all that time that they spent, nearly a millennia worth of time and memories, there is a cut all that bond that the priestess cherished so much, and she feels she sees that bond can still be the same even without those emotions.
Like, there's an event that said that she messed with the doctor's sarcophagus. Oh, as for the person behind it, it's spoiler for episode 15. Okay. I guess it'll be brought up probably, like, towards the end. Oh, and about 3 more stages, that's gonna be revealed.
What do you make
Interesting.
of based on my thoughts with that? She is quite
He's extremely dedicated. I give Priestess lots of credit for that part, at least.
for me I see it as something that she can only cling to an already, let's say, gone a forsaken promise, if I were to describe it. At the very least, I think oracles feels mutually as priestess, but unfortunately for priestess, we are not that person anymore. And I wonder what will happen when she finally understands that. I see the reason she can persevere so much is because she has one meaningful correct connection that can last timeless.
It could either go 2 ways. She'll either feel, like, extremely upset about it, or it could be one of those things where it's like, you know what? It's fine. We'll fall in love all over again, basically, kind of thing. Hi, I'm Priestess. So, in your past life, we were really, really close. I hope we can get there again. I'm hoping it goes that route, if anything. I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
I do hope as well.
That is such a good cliffhanger, though.
So to be honest, the way she appeared, was quite, let's say, quite awesome, quite badass to be even. She manifested her own information into a physical form of origin. If Lord of Insomnia can come to her, I imagine that that'll be the kind of entrance she will like. Well, a scenario that will never happen anyway, but at least we know what would that look like, but more of a menacing.
That'd actually be very pretty.
This relationship. Do you think that Priestess will stay true by her words that she'll respect Hirda's decision whether she stays or turn to Nera?
Yeah, I think she
Based on
would
your
respect
opinion?
it. Like, Priestess seems to be very, well, very straightforward in what she does. So I doubt she like, force Hira to stay if Hira wants to go. Okay, you want to go, that's fine. I still have information anyways. So go ahead.
For me, if I'm hoping a good ending for Priestess is that I hope she will have a meaningful connection to Hirda. I feel like that's the only saving place from us from being total enemies from.
I mean, she does seem interested, at least. Like, okay, you know what? These creatures on Terra, they're actually kind of cute. I understand you now. Misaki or Doctor in this case, or Oracle. Like, I get it. This is fun. Continue on.
Misaki, enjoy
Yep.
this stream as always. Tomorrow will be the finale.
I'm excited for that, but at the same time,
You see how it ends or not?
yup. Like, the one thing besides Priestess that I'm most excited for is seeing how we get Monster's new form. Like, it hasn't happened yet, so I'm like, Guess we're gonna wait for the very end for that reveal? Because gosh darn it. That banner, I'm still upset how I couldn't summon Monster, but oh well. She'll come home eventually. I really want to see how she gets that new form. Oh, it's gonna be after 1520. Dang, so it really is gonna be at the end. Oh, they're gonna make me wait. Well, that just makes tomorrow extra fun in that case. Ayy. All for you, Monster, and I guess you too, Priestess, but... Hey, Monster. And also for you, Zoot. Thank you, Zoot. But yay. I feel pretty good. It's gonna be fun. Tomorrow will be the end of episode 15. Woohoo! Just in time for the Laterano event. After this, I'm gonna see if family's still over, because I can still smell the smoke smell. Like, at the very, very least, I'm hoping they save me some dessert. I want cake or pie. I know they have both. Or they had both. But I came back to my room before that. They brought that out. Gosh darn it, family, why you gotta eat so late? Oh well. So with that being said, thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day at Epic Gacha Luck. I hate the smell right now. I'm trying to resist sneezing. So I'll see you guys later. Wait, boy. My nostrils. They're being assaulted by the fumes of smoke.